Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the global Dokkan page is being super long, posting all the translations. Somebody on Reddit is doing them. I know Goresh said he didn't want to do them this time around because there's so many new units. So while we're waiting for the information, let's go ahead and check out the super attacks for all of the new units. So I'm just going to let these play out. I'm not going to talk over them or anything. So let's turn the background music off here and let these all play out. 新しい宇宙の幕開けだ。 Okay, so there we go. Now, personally, I do quite like all of these. Now, the Janemba and the Metal Cooler ones are a little bit more basic. I mean, the Black Janemba, you can kind of see. Let's mute this, because otherwise it's going to be super loud. One of the things I quite like the Black Janemba one, you can see how the quality in these animations has increased over time. Just with, like, the turn and everything. Like, the quality of that is really good, even if the attack itself isn't, like, crazy high quality, right? So, I do think that this is pretty good. Both of the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, I think both of these look pretty good. Now, the thing is, they're obviously not, like, premium Dokkan Fest, you know, units that we've seen lately kind of level. But the frames look cool, the close-ups look good. Like, you gotta remember, this is a celebration where they're bringing out multiple new units that are all kind of top tier. Like, these three main units, the two Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan 4s and Hearts, are pretty much top tier units. Like, they're not all gonna have, you know, top quality Dokkan Fest exclusive animations, but I think they're all pretty good. So, somebody on Reddit has been doing a bunch of the translation. Shout out to this user, Brownie. We're going to go through the ones that they've done so far. I think the only one missing is the Supreme Kai of Time. Because if we go back to the JP Dokkan page, let's go to their actual page and not just that tweet. These are the details that have been posted. So Goku, Vegeta, Hearts, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock Awakening, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan Awakening, and then Robel and Supreme Kai of Time Awakening. So those are the ones that have been posted. We're just waiting on the Supreme Kai of Time one. So let us go through these here. So we'll start off with these guys because they are the main ones. So Goku, Hearts, and Vegeta are all 200% leads, and they're all 200% leads for heroes, which is kind of cool. So a lot of options. The heroes team definitely going to be very dominant going forward. So Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku. His leader skill is crossover or full power, 3 ki and 170, 30% to Dragon Ball Heroes. His super attack effect is raise attack and defense defense for 1 turn, does immense damage. And then his passive is Ki +3, attack and defense 180%. He gets a 60% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Attack plus 80% and reduce damage received by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are Dragon Ball heroes or full power category allies. And then super class allies defense 40% when there is an ally whose name includes Vegeta attacking in the same turn. And then attack and defense 40% and performs a critical hit starting from the turn this character receives the 7th attack. So he has to be hit 7 times, but then he's getting an extra 40% attack and guaranteed crits. That's pretty crazy. So breaking this down, right, 180% start of turn's decent, and then 60% on super, which on super buffs are always good, especially when you've got support on the rotation. Then he's getting a bunch of extra attack and damage reduction when all allies are heroes or full power. Now, the full power part is quite good, because obviously any of the, like, not under his leader skill necessarily, but if you want to run, like, the full Super Saiyan 4's team and you're running units like the Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then obviously that's still going to count for this part of his passive, so that's very good. And then the fact that he gives super class allies extra defense, that means he gets that as well, right? As long as there's a Vegeta on rotation. So he's getting a ton of defense plus 30% damage reduction. Then he gets a 40% buff permanently to attack and defense and guaranteed crits after he's received 7 attacks. So he's going to be the slot 1 unit out of the 2 Super Saiyan 4s, I think, because I think Vegeta has a condition that's based on a number of attacks performed. So that he seems very, very good. Post super attack, when he's fully built up and got that extra 40% attack and defense, I imagine he's going to be tanking really well, like all normal attacks from all bosses, double digits for sure. And then obviously it kind of remains to be seen in terms of the super attacks. He is super int, so obviously, for example, like Metal Cooler Core might do big damage to him with the super, but all of that defense that he's going to have post super attack with then 30% damage reduction, like on top of that, is definitely going to play a big part. So then we go on to hearts. So his leader skill is Dragon Ball heroes or time travelers, and then 30% to crossover. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, has a medium chance to stun. Then he gets attack and defense 150, attack and defense 50 when performing a super. He guards all attacks for the first 5 turns. And then you get defense 50% within the turn that guard is activated. So he gets hit once, and then he gets 50% extra defense, as long as you're still in the turns where he has his guard. He gives extreme class allies Ki 1, attack and defense 30%, when all allies on the team are extreme crossover category allies. So that's a bit of an annoying limitation, although it's just for the support passive. So if you are running him on an extreme crossover build, then he is a support unit for those extreme units. So that's not too bad, I think. And then all allies Ki 2 and attack and defense 20%, and medium chance to stun all allies. Oh no, wait, sorry. It's extreme class allies Ki 1, attack and defense 30%. And then it's when all allies on the team are extreme crossover, he then gives 2 Ki and attack and defense 20%. So he does give 1 Ki and 30%. If the team is all extreme crossover, he gives 3 Ki and 50%. So that's pretty good. His active skill can be activated from the 3rd turn when all allies on the team are extreme, or from the 5th turn of battle and 5 or more attacks have been received. Obviously, this ties in with his guard, right? Because he has guard for 5 turns, and then once that's run out, you can transform. I think that's kind of the point, right? Kind of like the resurrection of F Blues, where Goku gets that additional attack up until the point he can exchange into Vegeta. So even if you're not on a full extreme team, you should be able to take 5 attacks, as you're probably going to use them as a slot 1 unit for those first couple of turns. So that's very good. And then once you have transformed, his super attack is greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, high chance to stun, and then attack and defense 200%, 50% when performing a super. He gets an additional super attack when all allies on the team are extreme, and then when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme crossover, he gets an extra 150% attack, disables enemy's guard, and he has attacks effective against all types when facing a Realm of Gods enemy, which is relevant to his lore, but there's not exactly like a ton of events where that's going to be super useful, unless there are ones that are going to be added in the future. I mean, we're getting the Heroes Red Zone, so if any of the bosses in that, like if Meki Kabura is a boss, for example, he's on Realm of Gods. So that's kind of interesting. So Hearts definitely seems very interesting. He's designed around a full extreme team build. So I actually have a video that I've recorded already that's going to come out later, talking about some potential buffs we could get to other crossover units during this celebration. And seeing this guy's passive, it actually does make me think that's more likely, because there's a few crossover units who are based around being run on full extreme teams as well. So if those units got easy A's, they would fit really nicely into Hearts' team. So now we'll go on to Bardock and Vegeta. So Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, he is physical. Crossover or Great 8 power, 3 key, 170, 30% to Dragon Ball Heroes. So what this means, even though they don't get a 200% lead, that means you can run the 7th anniversary LR Super Saiyan 4s on this team, and they will be getting the 170 lead. So the full Super Saiyan 4 team is possible and definitely going to be fun. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage. He gets 3 key, attack and defense 180, attack and defense 60 when performing a super attack. So obviously very similar to Goku so far. Defense 80% and performs an additional super when all allies attacking in the same turn are Dragon Ball Heroes or Great 8 power category allies. So again, great for the full Super Saiyan 4's team. Attack 40% when there is an ally whose name includes Goku. Attack and defense 40%, disables enemy's guard, and attacks guaranteed to hit starting from the turn this character performs the 5th attack. So very similar to Goku. This is very interesting. Like, he's the more offense based one, which is not usually the way they go with these pairings. But yeah, both of these units seem very good when they're fully built up and post super attack, especially the fact that he gets a guaranteed additional super on the Heroes team, and he's raising defense on super attack. And then of course, even at 55%, because he's physical, that means he has additional in his hidden potential. He could be triple supering, and then his defense is going to be good. So Goku with the damage reduction, I feel like you put Goku in slot 1, you put this guy in slot 2, and then after he's double supered, his defense is actually going to be very, very good. So definitely impressed with the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s. Bardock's Awakening. So this is one, you know me, I've been very much looking forward to this. So his leader skill is crossover 150. His SA, raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy and seals. His passive, attack and defense 200%. Attack and defense 100% when there are 2 other crossover allies on the team. Okay, so they've reduced the restriction from 4 other allies to 2, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So 2 other crossover allies, very easy to get this. Even if you're running him on like Goku family, for example, you can run like the Bardock support units and stuff. Obviously on global, they don't have their easy A's yet or anything, but this is very, very good. Then he gets 100% attack and defense when HP is 50% or more. Wow, so he's got, as long as you have the 2 crossover allies and you're above 50% HP, he has 400% attack and defense. He has attacks effective against all types when HP is 70% or above, gets a crit when HP is 90% or above, and then he has a medium chance to dodge when there is another Great 8 power ally attacking in the same turn. So very good. These guys are definitely getting some buffs that's going to make the full Super Saiyan 4 team very powerful. So I'm very excited by this. And then Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. His leader skill is Great 8 power 150. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, massively lowers defense. He gets attack and defense 200%, reduces damage received by 50% if there are 2 other Great 8 power allies on the team. So again, it's been reduced to 2, which is perfect. Defense 50% when performing a super. High chance to stun the attacked enemy. Attack 100% when there is another crossover ally attacking in the same turn. So after performing a super, he's going to have pretty solid defense with 50% damage reduction. So that is very good. And then obviously with another crossover ally, he's getting an extra 100% attack. So he'll be able to do pretty reasonable damage as well. So both him and Bardock looking pretty good. And then if we go back here, I'm assuming we still don't have the Supreme Kai of Time translations. Let's do the Robel one here. So Robel, Dragon Ball Heroes, 3 key 150. She greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage and seals super attacks. Attack and defense 100%. Attack and defense 100% when attacking. Attack 200% when the target enemy has their super attack sealed. randomly changes a type of orbs to rainbow, high chance to evade enemy attacks, great chance to foresee enemy super attacks if there's another hero's ally attacking in the same turn. And then it says defense 10% and HP 5% per rainbow key sphere, potentially. So, unfortunately, they did not change her Scouter ability to being guaranteed, which I talked about this in a previous video. Chance to have a Scouter ability is completely useless, because if she comes onto the rotation and you can't see any super attacks, you don't know whether that means the enemy isn't super attacking you and her effect did go off, or her effect just didn't go off and they are going to super attack you. So I genuinely don't understand the point of units having a chance to have a Scouter effect. It seems completely pointless to me, because you don't know whether it actually activated. Like, if they had something in their passive or something on the UI, like in-game, that would indicate whether that passive had gone off or not, then it would actually be, like, useful, because you'd actually know. But because you don't know, you just have to act as if, you know, you're going in blind as usual, and there could be a super and you don't know where it is. So that is very unfortunate. So we don't have the Supreme Kai of Time translation. I feel like she's just going to be a Super Battle Road unit. I'll put it as a pinned comment if we do get the translations by the time this video goes up. But it looks like we're not getting any other information as of yet. So did Global post anything? I bet Global's now posted them all in English after I've just recorded all of these. No, they haven't. So that's all we have to go by at the moment. Shout out to Brownie on the Reddit for the translations. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think they all look pretty damn good. Oh, I had to mute my mic then before I choked to death on my drink. Yeah, I think they all look pretty good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you going to be summoning? We still need to see details on some of the other units. I imagine we won't get those now until the data download, so that might be tomorrow. But let me know your thoughts. Are you excited to summon for the Heroes units? I think the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s both look really, really good. Hearts definitely seems good, because he is like, he's a solid unit, but it's interesting that he's tied to extreme allies. But the one thing that I will say, and the translations haven't provided that, unfortunately, but going by the screenshot of his unit, it's going to zoom in like badly on the screen, but like, look how many categories he's on. 11 categories, sorry, 9 categories. So hopefully that means he's going to be on some other teams that are going to be good for like full extreme builds. Now, some of his passive does require extreme crossover allies, but some of it is just extreme allies. So I think he could potentially still be good on some other teams as well. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.